In year 2007, when the present administration of Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola assumed office, it did not only promise the people of Lagos a better place to live in, it emphasized the importance of accountability and probity. Since then, the administration has established a practice of rendering the account of stewardship every 100 days. 1,100 days have now been spent, and as the practice, it is time to give the administration's performance report. For Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration, the last 100 days provided yet another opportunity to deliver more people-oriented projects that would advance the cause of the state and its people. Within this period, over 30 newly completed projects were handed over to the taxpayers in the state. This gale of events was kick-started with the handing over of Dr. Nuruddin Olowopopo Drive at Central Business District, Ikeja. On Tuesday, 11 May, at Apapa Central Business District, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola inaugurated 6 road projects. These are Aerodrome Road, Warehouse Road, Calcutta Crescent, Abraham Adesanya Street, Itakweju Avenue, and Kofua Bayomi Street. With the position of Lagos as the hub of maritime activities in West Africa, this network of roads in Apapa, which hosts the nation's 2 premier ports, the Tinkan Island and rural ports, will greatly facilitate maritime and other ancillary activities in this area.
Fashola is a good governor, and we want him to continue doing a good job to the people he's governing. I confirm it's a good job. He has done a good job to us.
So our customer is coming without no go slow. They will come and meet us very easy. Before they cannot come and meet us. Yeah, you can't come to your side because of go slow. That papa is very terrible. That you can't come like this. But now they have got anytime they want, they will come and visit us and they give us work.
Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola and his team then moved to Surulere. Here, another 3 important road projects were handed over to Lagosians. These are Savage Street, Savage Lane and Okpeloyeru Street. Residents and workers within Orile Surulere and its environs now derive more convenience commuting on these roads.
The road was so bad, especially when it's trains. When you look at this canal and everywhere, it will flooded off. In fact, to move out, the residents, we do find it difficult to move out. Sometimes we do pass this Oromumi back to bus stop, then we not turn back. This time around, in fact, we have to, thank our able governor. He tried his level best. He promised us the other time that he try his level best to construct the road for us. And actually, in fact, the road is so motorable, and everybody were enjoying it.
Look at the motorists. Unlike before, they don't pass through this place. Do you understand? Not just motorists, even those that walks by leg, they don't take through this place. They have to go and take through the bus stop. Do you understand? But as you can see now, there's a flow. The motorists are moving to and fro. There is easy access into the streets here in really. Do you understand? So it's a good, at least a development.
We really commend him for his well-done job and what he has been doing in Lagos State generally, not in our area alone. Most especially this our area. In fact, if they can give us opportunity to change the name, Asokwe City instead of Okpeloyeru Street, it's now a big city. So we really thank him and appreciate his effort in our area here.
Since the construction of Itire-Okota link bridge and roadworks began, it signaled a new hope for about 5 million people around Itire, Surulere, Okota, Ejigbo and Ikotun. The formal opening of this important link road was a dream come true. It is amazing how an area well noted for its serious traffic and security challenges, especially at Sele bus stop, now connects over 20 communities together.
Before I came to the throne, I was living in the Solo, and the only route we normally take is going through Mushi. Even when you are going to Okota, you have to pass through the overhead bridge in Isolo, go through the other way. But with this opening of the new bridge, it's going to ease a lot of traffic. Coming directly from Isolo, no need going to Mushin again. You can easily climb the bridge. So we are sure it will easily ease the traffic by the opening of this new bridge.
We all know that before now there's only one link bridge between this end of the state and the other end, that is Isolo. And I'm particularly talking about the Daleko Market Link Bridge. And ever since this has been done, we are sure that the traffic will be decongested and there will be free access from Itire, Ijesha, Aguda, the entire Surulere and Mushi to Isolo, Okota and Alimosho axis. And I want to say that this is a landmark. It's a big achievement, and I'm sure that the people of this area, about 5 local governments, will benefit, including Namu Wadofe. They will benefit from the use of this link bridge, the road, that's the Jesha Road, and we say thank you to the governor for doing this for us. We appreciate him.
In the last 100 days, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration has also formally handed over Joseph Dosu Way, Cemetery and Market Roads in Badagry, Shibiri Etegbin, Ajangbadi Ilogbo and Imude Roads in Ojo, Man City, Olaniyi and Abulegba Ekora Roads in Abulegba, including Olugbede, Transformer and Usamotu Oreagba Streets in Egbeda. These bring the total number of roads completed and handed over across the state in the last 100 days to 21.
The condition of these roads is very bad before. Before they have constructed this to one of consultants, but the state governments have done a good job about this road, because by this time of the season, it's abandoned road before. It's been abandoned during rainy season. There's no for trekking or for Okada or for any motor. It's not movable. This road is linking us with other states, to Ogun State, and to other towns like Agege, Abulegba, to Ijaye.
Level of attention being paid to the development of education infrastructure is no less compared to roads. To date, 216 new classrooms have been constructed, 1,500 classrooms rehabilitated and 526 others renovated. Most of these projects have been completed and already put to use. To complement the success achieved in this regard in the last 100 days, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration embarked on mass production and supply of furniture to public schools across the state. Over 303 public primary and junior secondary schools, which cut across every local government and local council development area in the state, have received a total of 134,795 pairs of desks and benches. To build the state's human capital and produce qualitative minds that can propel the development of the state to greater heights, there is no alternative to provision of qualitative education. Indeed, it is the very bedrock on which a prosperous society depends. Within the last 100 days, the new health facility that will cater specially for victims of accident and related emergencies was handed over. Located by the tollgate end of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, the well-equipped 20-bed trauma center will adequately address the challenge of proximity for victims and needless loss of lives associated with road accidents.
One of the relevance of having this type of structure in place is that we are trying to improve the response to our emergency services in the state. This is the next level, because we realize that the impact of any emergency or disaster is to the grassroots. So we are moving our structure from obscure area or secluded area to the grassroots, and that is why you will see the significance of having this type of structure in terms of managing emergency close to our first expressway in Lagos State, because we discovered that the Lagos State Ambulance Services, the Lasembos one, is positioned not far away from the hospital. So invariably we are trying to maintain or manage the golden hour, which is the hour between life and death, and we are trying to improve the quality, the quantity, and our response time.
The emergency and trauma center, of course, will do a lot in easing our jobs, because over time, one of the issues we've always had to contend with is the issue of what happens after a crash. You're looking at transporting the victims of crashes and being able to get to the next hospital in good time. And because of the location of the emergency and trauma center along the Lagos-Ibadan axis, where we know that on a daily basis there is always a road crash, it will make it much easier whenever we're involved in rescue to have the assurance that yes, you don't have to drive for long distance, not just to get to a hospital where the victims will be treated, but to get to a hospital that is equipped with the tools and the personnel to handle trauma care.
The transformation of the state transportation system still continues. The desire of the present administration to entrench a new driving culture, orientation and discipline in professional drivers is getting stronger by the day. The handing over of a new Drivers Institute, the fourth in the series and located at Okwafo, Badagry, will help promote safe and defensive driving in the state.
Nowadays, some of our drivers, some of them are illiterate, and we need to carry them along, let them know what is happening in Lagos State as far as Lagos State is concerned. If this type of institute is meant for all the drivers, I think some driver will have sense of belonging and everything will be okay in Lagos State.
We appreciate it because it will allow our drivers to be more educated. It will make them to know the road sign and every other thing about road.
In line with the United Nations Millennium Development Goals, MDGs, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashula's administration embarked on construction of 15 mini waterworks with the capacity to produce 2 million gallons of water per day. Out of this number, 3 mini waterworks were handed over in the last 100 days to produce 6 million gallons of water per day. Each of the waterworks has pipeline reticulation of 5 kilometers and catchment areas of about 300 houses. At Iju Akute, a related project was formally inaugurated. A power plant that now produces 12.15 megawatts of electricity exclusively for Iju Waterworks, executed under the Public-Private Partnership (PPP) initiative. This project will boost the volume of pipe-borne water available to Lagosians daily.
Facility will enable us to save 27% of cost on power source. It means that by shifting from diesel to gas, we are saving 27%, which translates to about 1,642,236 naira of taxpayers' money daily. That means that in every month we will be saving over 49 million, and in every year we will be saving Lagosians 591 million naira in cost saving and in cost of production of water supply by switching from diesel to gas. It simply means that the government is more efficient with your taxes, the government is more purpose and value driven with your taxes, the government is more prudent with the trust that you have placed with them, with your money. But it's not just money that is being saved. our planet is also being saved, our environment is being preserved, because we must hand over a safe and sound environment to your children, to my children, and to their children.
Simply because it was clear to us that the only way of improving the water supply was the power plant. The state has been running on diesel because NEPA, as we know, is epileptic, and without energy to push the water through the city doesn't get the water it requires. However, at the intake here, all the equipment has been installed, millions of dollars have been spent on the water purification system by Lagos State in the past.
Tested the water is very good. It's good to bath, it's good for washing, it's good for drinking. Even since we have been using that water, there's no more sickness in men again. We don't experience any fever. They did our drainage. Everything is okay. We are enjoying it. And everybody is happy in Mero today for the commission of this water. And even by now, everybody will be putting the water in their houses.
The present administration again added its voice to the growing global campaign to save the planet Earth. Distinguished personalities and international experts were gathered together during the second Climate Change Summit, with the theme Transboundary Effects of Climate Change, sharing best practices in mitigation and adaptation measures. The administration, through the 4-day summit, puts the problem of climate change again on the front burner. The multi-level support and encouragement from farmers, fishermen and other stakeholders in agriculture in the state also continues with vigor. Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration demonstrated its commitment to continuous development of agriculture by hosting a Co-Farmers Appreciation Day. This idea was intended to motivate agricultural producers to redouble their capacities to meet the state's objective of ensuring food security for its teeming populace. It is particularly a recognition of the roles the farmers have been playing in the successful implementation of government policies and programs. For the rural communities in Badagry, Thursday, 20th May was a day to remember as Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola handed over 3 projects provided on request. The first was a micro-water works at Akpa. The other 2 projects are a jetty at Igboigbele, then a community hall and small-scale water scheme at Ajara Agelashaw.
We recognize that the resources will never be enough to meet the needs, and that was why when we did the local government tour in 2007, we asked various communities to choose what they want out of a number of competing priorities. One of the things that the Akpa community chose was this water facility, and we have given you what you asked for. We know that you require so much more, and I assure you there's so much more to come. And we have engaged with the rural communities with a very simple strategy of integrated development. By integrated development, we try to provide those basic things that compare rural dwellers to leave their homes, to leave their places of comfort, to leave their families behind and go into the city where there is no comfort and a plan for them. That rural urban migration has also created slums in many cities, not only of Nigeria and so many other countries. It has added to the congestion problem in the urban areas. And we know that not all of you want to leave the rural areas if you have what you want here. If you have education, if you have healthcare, if you have water supply, if you have electricity, many of you want to live very simple lives with your family, with your children, and this is what we have set out to do. To provide what you want, to provide education, to provide primary health care centers, to provide integrated facilities that help those who want to do business, the farmers, the food processors, the fishermen, and that's why the whole of our rural integrated project spans from provision of rural electrification, rural network of roads, rural transportation. That is why we engaged the Laruti project, and we have also encouraged those who procure the NAPEP tricycle to use them for transportation in rural areas, not in the city, because we are building rural roads that will enable efficient transportation in the whole rural communities in our state. That is why we are building jetties to assist the fishermen. That is why we are also encouraging agriculturally targeted microfinance to help rural dwellers develop their agricultural capacity and feed us.
It's very important to have the water jetty here because of the business, because we people in this area, we deal on the water more than on the road. Because this particular road, this particular channelization you are seeing here is leads to Republic of Benin. If you take off from this end now, you enter the lagoon. If you enter the lagoon, you branch to your left, you are going to Republic of Benin, which is Port Novo. And if you branch by your right, you take off to Akpa, Badagry, from there Topo up to Lagos. So it's very, very important to have this water jetty here. It will help the people both fishing and financially. You know, our business will continue to boom now as we have this here.
Within the last 100 days, Lagbus, the Lagos State government-owned priority transport service provider, on the 27th of May, provided free transport services for children across the state. The gesture, which was part of this year's celebration of the Children's Day, gave them opportunities to ride on Lagbus high-capacity buses to the Police College Ikeja, venue of the annual event. Lagos, the most populous city in Africa, the national and regional headquarters of several multinational organizations, the largest ICT market in sub-Saharan Africa, and accounting for 40% of the total GSM subscribers in West Africa, continues to receive interventions that reinforce these potentials. In road, housing, water, electricity, transportation, health infrastructure, including provision of water and waste management, these interventions seem not to be enough. Thus, they present a great investment opportunities for discerning and ambitious investors. With another 100 days down and gone, it is still obvious that there is no slowing down. Lives continue to be impacted and communities after communities continue to experience changes as Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration continues its transformation agenda. The new dimension in political leadership which Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola represents and personifies is being acknowledged and appreciated the world over. Among the recognition and awards are the honor for being an exemplary and outstanding leader by Martin Luther King Jr. Foundation at the 42nd anniversary of the assassination of the civil rights crusader held in Atlanta, Georgia. He was also recognized at the 5th World Urban Forum in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil in March 2010. Any wonder why we celebrate a rare demonstration of accountable, responsible and passionate leadership? In his 1,100 days in office, this principled, determined icon of the nation's nascent democracy has shown a great capacity to project enthusiasm, confidence and hope for a better, rewarding future for all.